All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. International break. Good time to have a live stream with you guys, and it's quite a few things to talk about. Quite a few things that I want to see how you guys feel about as well. Too much drama going on with this director of football, man. Like, we should be able to just get it done. Look, to be honest, for me, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care if it's Christoph Freund. Hopefully, I've pronounced that correctly. I would love it if it's Luis Campos, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Luis Campos is quite set on being at PSG. There was talks about the Bayer Leverkusen guy as well. I don't really know his name. Can't remember his name. But, I mean, it's just get it done, man. Just get it done. Let's get the structure right. Let's not wait around for too long on this, because we want to be prepared for the January window. Do you know what I mean? We want to be prepared for the January window. And I definitely don't want to go into that window and planning whilst the window is open. Like, I want to have all the plans well and truly thought out, and then come January, it's execution, one after another. And we've got a lot of work still to do, man. We've got a lot of work to do. Some of you guys are saying Paul Mitchell too would be a good shout. Yeah, look, I mean, Paul Mitchell, that Dortmund guy, what's his name, Zorc? I don't think we're linked with him, but yeah, he's a good one as well. Bayer Leverkusen guy, apparently we've talked to. Yeah, it's just annoying how Fabrizio sold us a story, didn't he? Look, I don't want to be harsh on Fabrizio. Fabrizio generally gets a lot of things right. I mean, we all know recently with the Cucurella thing, he was the one who said, "Oh, we'll see who's lied." I mean, look, it could very well still be Christoph Freund, but yeah, I honestly thought after Fabrizio Romano tweeting yesterday that it's just a matter of time now, I thought that was done and dusted. But that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the case. And this is where it all starts. This is what Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out. Christoph Freund reached an agreement on contract with Chelsea on Sunday. So personal terms was reached. So from that perspective, I guess he's not wrong. Fabrizio Romano was right to say that Christoph Freund is, he wants Chelsea. Project was also approved already, but Red Bull Group is really trying to keep the director. So, I mean, how can Red Bull keep him? If he's desperate to leave and we are willing to pay Red Bull, how can they possibly keep a hold of him? Eventually, they'd have to give in, right? Like, that's how it goes, doesn't it? I mean, how can you keep someone ultimately? Like, if they don't want to be sticking around. And once we know here, Christoph Freund has reached an agreement. So you can tell he wants to leave. Chelsea will insist, but also reopen talks with other candidates as Freund could now stay up. It's mad. And look, as I said, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter whether it's him, whether it's someone else. Just get it done. I want to make sure that the January window we are up and running and we're not messing about too much. I like the structure we're trying to create. As I said in my previous video, it's very important to have a solid base, a strong base. The building will collapse if you keep putting layers and layers and layers on the building. Eventually it will collapse if it doesn't have a strong base. A strong base requires DOF, manager, the backroom stuff with recruitment, head of recruitment. And now we're also thinking about getting a CEO. So owner, CEO, director of football, and then the manager and the rest of the crew. So I like it. I like it, man. I like the structure that we're going for, and it looks like Todd Bowley wants to set that up and then sort of take a bit of a back seat and just get the CEO reporting to him. Um, some people are saying, "Morning news. Check Matt Law's latest tweet." Okay. So something latest is brewing. This is why I like to do the live with you guys early in the morning, because things happen, man. Things happen when we're live, doesn't it? Okay. Look at these brothers. That's a nice profile pic he's got there, Matt Law, the Telegraph. Okay. 18 minutes ago. All right, let's see what's going on here. Salzburg insistence they expect Christoph Freund to stay, viewed as being part of the negotiation process, and a sign they will want compensating. Stance could slow process down, but Freund still very much seen as the most likely appointment for Chelsea sporting director as this stage. So look, he's still the most likely, as Matt Law is saying. I think eventually Red Bull will give in. Look at this. Look at this. They want compensating. They want a compensation, and then rightly so. Of course, you want a compensation. Of course. So what does that mean? Like, do you want to find someone before you let go of Christoph Freund, or do you want some moolah? Do you want some moolah? Some extra moolah? Whatever the case is. Let's get it done. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Live chat, let me know. Are you bothered who the director of football is? Because the names that we're linked with, they're pretty good anyway. So I'm not too bothered, but I want to see what you guys have to say about it. Not even watched a single football related news. Yeah, man, it's that time, isn't it? Christoph Freund's project at Salzburg has been great. Yes. Do you know what? The one thing that I do want to say is some people are a little bit underwhelmed by Christoph Freund's selections, the players that he's been able to get in Salzburg. They're like, oh, I don't know whether they are Chelsea caliber. I don't know whether they would. The thing I'd have to say about that is Christoph Freund is doing what he's doing under the resources available at Leipzig. Resources here are going to be different. The way we play our football, accordingly to what our opposition does, is totally different to what Salzburg. Salzburg probably plays teams that go after them. Do you know what I mean? So maybe not in their league, but definitely in Europe. In Europe, no one parks the bus on Salzburg. Whereas us, predominantly, you will come across against teams that park the bus. So players that he was able to find for Salzburg, it's not going to be the same for Chelsea. So don't look at it that way. What you do need to see is how he's been able to get those players and the amount of money. Red Bull Salzburg were able to turn over something like 500 million euros, close to it, with the players that they got through Christoph Freund. They made 500 million euros out of it. So that's what you need to look at. Player values, have they increased? What were they able to do with those players? Salzburg's killing it. Salzburg made it to the second round in the Champions League last season. So that's what you got to look at, more importantly. Digital film reviews. Good to see you, my man. All good quality candidates. Most importantly, they must gel with Potter and his team 100%. That is the most important message here. As long as you can gel with Graham Potter, because if you don't gel with Graham Potter, oh my God, it will all fall off again. If we have a manager that the owners like and they want to give him a long-term stint, but then comes director of football and then there's clashes between the two, gone again. So you got to make sure that these things work out. I'd like to see PSG sporting director, so Luis Campos. I don't know whether that's going to happen, man. I think he's quite keen to stay there. They've just started the project over there. Mane and Haaland alone with that budget tells a lot about the guy. Exactly, man. Exactly. Please explain Douglas Luiz situation. Okay, let's talk about the next one now. I literally just saw this a moment ago. I don't know where this came from, but I literally just saw this from Simon Phillips. So Chelsea reportedly interested in Aston Villa's midfielder Douglas Luiz, whose contract runs out in summer. Look, I've got nothing against Douglas Luiz. I think he's a good player, but I think we can do better, man. I really think we can do better. Why we are not in the conversation for Bellingham next season, I don't know. Why should Liverpool just get a nice walk through to Bellingham? We should be in the mix. We definitely should be in the mix if we can get that job done. Jude Bellingham would be a sensational pick. I want to see a lot more of Chukwuemeka. I want to see Chuku. Chuku needs to get some opportunities. Other midfielders that we are slowly. Midfielders is a very, very good conversation. Honestly, it's a position where we need to revamp big time. I personally wouldn't give Kante any more contracts because I don't know. I don't know where if this brother can stay fit. It looks like he's back in training, but I'm worried. I'm worried. When can I start this guy? Do you know what I mean? And if I do start this guy, what's going to happen? This is another one. Good shout, Marvo, by the way. Enzo Fernandez is a baller. Like, lots of people are talking about Enzo Fernandez. So I don't know whether we should just pencil ourselves down for Douglas Luiz. But I want to just see, what is the go with Douglas Luiz? Douglas Luiz. Have a look, man. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think his contract's coming to an end. Yeah, June 30th, 2023. So his contract's coming to an end. That's probably why it's attractive at the moment. Here's another one. Edson Alvarez. Edson Alvarez, the last game that I watched against Liverpool, he was actually pretty good, man. Although he did gas right at the end, like he was gasping on air. They did run around a lot. Edson Alvarez is another one. But Douglas Luiz, he'll potentially be a free agent. That's probably why. 24 years old. So, you're young. Defensive midfielder. So far this season, 6 matches, 1 goal. Okay, from a defensive midfielder, I don't expect goals, but I just want to see what's going on. Last season, what did he do for Aston Villa? Aston Villa's not been playing well as well, so it's not like he's lighting it up. Last season, 34 matches, 2 goals, 3 assists, 2,700 minutes. Look, bottom line, I think he's a combative player. I think he's got the physicality. He's a ball-playing defensive midfielder, yes. I mean, he's Brazilian, so you better be ball-playing. But I don't know, man. I feel like, let's look at his FBref stats. All right, let's have a look at that. Oh man, like, get out of here. Just let me just do this with peace. Verifying whether if I'm a human or a robot. Just get on with it. Here's another one, yeah. Caicedo is another one. Okay, what's going on here? To be honest, I'm not the greatest when it comes to FBref. FBREF, whatever you call it. But okay, versus midfield. Douglas Luiz scouting report percentiles versus midfielders. Okay. I mean, I don't even think they're that great, is it? Let's have a look at these ones. These are more attacking sense. Now I don't want to know about that. Pass attempted 60. That's not even that good. 49 percentile for pass completion. Progressive passes, 36. This guy's not even that good, man. Progressive carries, like these are some of the things that he'll have to do here. Okay. Let's have a look at some of the defensive stuff. Pressures, 44, tackles. This guy's not that good. Blocks, clearances. These are not so good. Just because he's free. And this is the thing, like, we would know if he's good. We would know, everyone would be talking about it. It's a Premier League player. Like, you would know if someone's good. Their team would generally do well as well if they're good. Nah, man. I don't think so. I'm not interested. But yeah, that's a bit about Douglas Luiz. Let me know what you guys think about Douglas Luiz before we move on to the next topic. Let me know. They parked their bus versus CFC, all right, then hit us on the break as usual with success. Harun, good to see you, my man. Hi, what happened to that upcoming lethal striker, Endrick of Palmeiras? Did Chelsea sign him? No, I don't think Chelsea has, but I think there is a potential. I reckon a lot of teams will be going after him. So let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Get those likes up to 100. We only got 25 likes and 135 live right now. Please smash the like button. The likes are massively correlated to the success of this channel. If you guys love the channel, get those likes up to 100 immediately. The more likes, the better the channel does, the more it grows. And if you enjoy the channel, let it grow. Those stats are not good. Terrible stats. Yeah, would be a bench player at best. Exactly. Bowley data team is malfunctioning. Yeah, please have a look at Douglas Luiz's data. They're not good, man. They're not good. I'm excited about the midfield we will have in 2 years. We've got 2 bowlers coming up. We should not settle for average players. Exactly. We should not settle for average players, man. 100% we shouldn't. There's some better names out there. Caicedo is one from Brighton. 100% I'm very, very excited about. Of course, Edison Alvarez. Jude Bellingham. As I said, we should not allow Liverpool to just walk in and get Jude Bellingham, man. We should. But the thing is, we need to ensure we make Champions League, man. If we don't make Champions League, some of these ballers ain't coming to us. Simple as that. Caicedo, Bruno over Luiz any day, 100%. Caicedo will probably go for 70 million plus Brighton, exactly. Bro, check out Santiago Hez, centimeter CM, Argentina, 20, you ball playing center mid. Nice one. There's one signing in Jan that would transform our team. Ooh. Frankie de Jong. I know it's not going to happen, but that would transform our team. From midfield, it would sort us out. He will actually find Aubameyang. He will actually find Sterling. Those guys can just worry about attacking, and Frankie will just find them. For me, Frankie de Jong, man, that's just the way I'm thinking about that. Shubra Neymar. Yeah, man, Neymar. That would transform us. Like a creative player, basically. That's what I'm talking about. Charlie Webster in our academy can do a better job than Douglas Luiz. There you go. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about... Boom! Gabriel Slonina will arrive at Chelsea in January, and he is looking more than ready to challenge. There's a lot of compilations going on in social media of Gabriel Slonina and he saves, this, that. He looks like a very, very good shot stopper. I've not really seen too much about his ball playing ability, but Mendy's position is under siege, ladies and gentlemen. Mendy's position is under siege at the moment. Shubra saying Slonina Hive. How you guys feel about Slonina? I don't watch MLS, so I don't know anything about this guy, but some of the footage that I've seen in regards to him making those excellent diving saves, like there are games where he's literally kept his team in by his saves. So shot stopping ability, A1, but ball playing ability, I don't know. Can someone tell me about his ball playing ability? His ball playing is worse than Mendy's. That's bad news. That's bad news, man. That's not good news. Worse than Mendy is pretty bad because Mendy, for me, he's shaky on the ball, man. He's shaky on the ball. He actually is starting to scare me. in recent times. So Kepa, I want to keep giving Kepa an opportunity. The way Graham Potter wants to play, as we've always said, he wants to play out from the back. So can Mendy do it? Can Mendy do it, ladies and gentlemen? 170 nearly live. Can Mendy do it for Graham Potter? Can he play out from the back? Because we know Mendy can shot stop, but in recent times it's been a bit iffy about that. But he's still young, Miz. Ball playing can be improved. Yeah, but are we patient enough to improve, or do we need someone now? I'm loving that Potter is willing to give these guys a chance. It's up to them to prove themselves. He's same height as Mendy. Send him to Atletico. Yeah, everyone becomes superstar in Atletico. If it's worse than Mendy, then nah, fam. I don't know how. I don't know how Gorge a GK, to be honest, because flashy saves don't always mean he's great GK. Now you're right, man. You're right. Flashy GK don't always mean he's a good keeper. There are compilations of carriers in good God mode. Can't trust in a few clips. I think you guys have made your point. Bottom line, let's not get too carried away with Gabriel Slonina. I think that's the message I'm getting from you guys. He's active on socials. He literally won the Cup by saving a penalty. He's good. Okay, well, there you go. Kevin said he's good. Mendy's too shaky for me. He has been suspect for a while. Yeah, man. I wonder what's going to happen post the international break. Does Mendy just slot in? Does Mendy just come in? It'll be interesting to see what happens. Why do people say we don't need Leao? A successful attacker from Serie A and a defender from Bundesliga is always a yes. Yeah, man, I'm all keen for Rafa Leao, man. I'm not saying no to that. Definitely not saying no to that. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Jorginho offered himself. Jorginho has gotten out there offering himself. He's like, agent, don't worry, I'll go myself to Barcelona. Jorginho offered himself to Barcelona a few days ago, but the club is not considering his signing. Do you know what? He wouldn't be a bad selection at Barcelona, because Barcelona play a high line. They want to camp in the opposition half. Jorginho's passing could be good, and Busquets coming to the end of his career. Maybe Jorginho, who knows, gets a couple of year contract over there, maybe 3 years contract over there. Bottom line, I feel like both Kante and Jorginho need to move on. I really do. I know this is a shocking revelation, shocking conversation to have, but Chelsea Football Club need to revamp the midfield hard. We need midfielders that score goals again, man. We need midfielders that can produce assists again. We need midfielders that are robust in defending. What happened to the Frank Lampard era, man? What happened to Juan Mata era, Oscar, Jermaine, Essien? We need that level of midfielders, man. Enough with these. It was good for a little while, but now we need this to move. We need to revamp. This is why the January window, I know it's very, very far-fetched to think that we're going to make all of these changes in January. I get it. It's not going to be all done. Next summer, we're going to have to do the business again. But I think it's time to move on from Kante and Jorginho. Let this be the last season. Their contract's coming out to an end as well. I know it's a shame. Another 2 more players going out on free, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We've screwed up. The previous regime has screwed up. It's not a fault on the current regime. Does the current regime give these guys a contract extension and then potentially sell them in summer? Maybe, but I don't know, man. I would just let them go now. As much as I like Kante, as much as I like Jorginho, it's time for a revamp. It's time Graham Potter got his people. I want Graham Potter to get his players. That's what I want. Can Jorginho leave today, please? We need him for this season, brother. Brother Michael, we need him for at least this season. We tried him. Besides Jorginho, his average. Jorginho had a very good game against Salzburg. I think he could actually work out under Graham Potter. Cheeky shout. Amiz, what's your view on Chelsea letting go of diamonds such as Jamal Musiala? For me, £880,000 to buy. Any chance we could get him back for 120 million in a few years? Oh, Sam, you're too funny, man. But probably, it's a big shout. It's a good shout. That's what we do. But look, maybe under the new ownership, we're not going to do that anymore. No one even knew that Jamal Musiala had left. Left, and he's become a superstar in Bayern Munich and now in Germany as well. Like he's a main player in Germany. I think the new regime will realize the gems of this football club, and then will ensure they're stuck on for a long-term contract. And then if we do sell, that we sell for big money. And I hope that Todd Bowley goes out and buys all these other clubs, those sister clubs, the multi-dimensional structure. Then perhaps we could send them to those clubs. Todd Bowley's talking about buying a club from Portugal. Buy that and then send our gems there, let them develop, and then maybe both those teams could be in the Champions League. Who knows? The Portuguese team could then probably end up eliminating us from the group stage, just the way things are happening right now. But the previous regime, I don't even think they knew all the players from the academy. They were just too focused on now. So, look, personally, I would let go of Jorginho. I would let go of Kante. Live chat, let me know. 200 plus live at the moment. 200 plus live. Would you let go of both Jorginho and Kante and revamp? I definitely want to start seeing Chukwuemeka. He scored 2 goals against Brighton. I know it's a closed door game, but a game nonetheless. Time to give him some opportunities, I feel, in midfield. And I think Chukwuemeka is someone who's very good defensively, and I think he's good in an attacking point of view, score goals, assist as well. So Chukwuemeka, that's the kind of midfielders I want to see. I want to also see, maybe for the time being, as long as Ruben Loftus-Cheek is around, Ruben in midfield, he looked decent against Salzburg in that attacking midfield role. I want to see Mason Mount being benched a little bit more, because he's not giving what I want out of him. Conor Gallagher, there's a question mark on Conor Gallagher as well. So look, Cesar Casady, that guy, like if he can perform well in the academy, let's see what he's capable of. Omari Hutchinson, he's doing the bits in the academy. Let's see if we can bring him in the cup match. Well, the crazy part is our first Carabao Cup match is against Man City. Like, some of these players, I'd rather give them an opportunity, man. Honestly, I'd rather give them an opportunity. Yeah, do you know what, Shubra? This is what I will do. Ruben and Chuku as the 2-8s. Honestly, that's what I would do. Ruben and Chuku. And whoever else in the base, whether it's Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, it's most likely going to be Jorginho. But yeah, T1, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. That's what Todd meant when he included Salah and De Bruyne. He can't believe they were on Chelsea and we let them go. Player development like Dodgers. No, you're right, man. You're right. I know we all laughed about it, but I think what he meant, as you said, that these players were the young players and we've let them go. So mad stuff. Give Ziyech minutes to Omari. Yeah, why not, man? Ziyech doesn't seem like he's all there at the moment. So happy to see some Omari Hutchinson. Shubra, you on to something, bro? Yeah, 100%, Ryan. I like that. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, over 190 people live right now, 64 likes. Let's get those likes up to 100. Only 36 likes away, guys. Come on, let's push those likes to 100. If you guys are enjoying this interaction, you're enjoying this live stream on the latest news from Chelsea front, please smash the like button. And as I keep saying, the likes are directly correlated to the growth of the channel. If you really enjoy the channel, you want to see this be a successful channel, smash the like button. Miz, Arsene Zakarian in January. Yeah, let's get this brother in. So looks like a creative player. We need more creativity. We got zero creativity, man. We need creativity. Okay, last but not least, Fabrizio Romano. Nothing has changed between Lukaku and Chelsea. The point is the player is only focused on focus on the Inter project, and he hopes to continue there also next season. No one called him on the Chelsea side, so I think the comeback is not a priority for both club and player. Nice, stay there, Lukaku, mate. Like, honestly, I don't like saying this word too often, but you're a fraud. You are actually a fraud. Like, look, I don't want to disrespect your playing ability. I think we could have done better. I definitely think we could have done better to give you a little bit more service. That's on our players. Our players are still struggling even without you. So that tells you that it wasn't all you, but you as a person, Romelu Lukaku, you as a person, you are a fraud and a half, my man. You unfinished business. I'm coming back to my childhood, this, that, the other. Shut your mouth, man. You are the biggest liar, man. You shouldn't have lied like that. You didn't even want to leave Inter Milan. Why did you even leave? And then you did this scamming move to get back to them. Nah, man. You stay there. And yeah, do whatever you want to do. Let's not negotiate. Let's try and get whatever money that we can get from you with loan, eventually, hopefully, Inter ends up buying you. So another 10 million, let's get it on the bag. Let's get the 10 million. Every season, let's keep recouping 10 million until your contract is well and truly over with us. So look, stay there. I'm not worried. We're not crying. None of the Chelsea fans care one bit. So you can stay there. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about Romelu Lukaku's situation. We don't need Lukaku close to our beloved club. 100% agree. We need to stick on Connor G. Give him a proper chance. Lisa, yes, I agree. I'm not giving up on Conor Gallagher, but giving him a proper chance. I just want to say we have given him a couple of starts this season, and he's looked out of sorts. And I know some people say he played in the pivot, this, that, but in the pivot, look at the heat map where he was operating. He does struggle with the ball playing side of things. So I'm sure Graham Potter will give him chances, and let's see what happens. He needs to bag his next chance. He really does. Because he's starting to scare me with the ball. Look, maybe this isn't as unexpected because he's not really played for a ball-playing team. Let's be honest. Miz, thoughts on your Habibi Ziyech going back to Morocco team? Yeah, good, man. Hopefully he does. These are certain things maybe it bothered him last season, being abolished from the Moroccan team, going back to Morocco, hopefully playing for your nation will give you that confidence a little bit, that pride will be back. I hope he does well. In the friendlies, whoever Morocco is playing, and I hope he comes back with a fresh mind, fresh head, because look, he's here now till January, and whatever game time he gets, I hope he does well, because so far what he's done coming off the bench, stinky. It is stinking it up. It is disgustingly stinky, and I don't want that type of a player. I would like Potter to give Lukaku a go. Whoa, Frederick. There's one. There's a Chelsea fan that would like to give Lukaku a chance. I mean, yeah, I guess Potter and Lukaku doesn't have a history, but Lukaku has history with the players and also the club. So no, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, I saw this somewhere. That's just banter. We ain't changing our name to London Cowboys now. I saw that. That ain't happening. Chelsea to London Cowboys. What? That's not happening. Lukaku is probably the reason Ziyech and Pulisic started rumbling. He brought a lot of nonsense to the dressing room. He did. Apparently, he was bullying some of the players as well for them missing. Like, he didn't see that, brother. Do you remember you missed a glamorous opportunity against Real Madrid? That header, no one will forget. That header would have set us, 3-2 in the first leg. You missed a big opportunity, and you've missed many other opportunities. Please, like, he was going around being a bully to others. Like when you are the one who's gone around missing as well. I don't want to see this guy. I don't want to see this guy come back to Chelsea Football Club. Simple as that. Gallagher fits better in Potter's system than TT's, as he will be more higher up the pitch, where he scored for Palace. But look, man, Palace didn't camp on the opposition half. Like, Palace played predominantly in the counter. There were a few times where, yes, they pressed from the front. Conor Gallagher in Brighton maybe would have done, but at Chelsea, when the opposition parks the bus, has a low block, it ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy. And Conor Gallagher at Crystal Palace didn't come across low blocks. But let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us till the end of the show. 14 more likes to 100 likes. It would be awesome if you guys can spare 14 likes to get to 100 likes. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. All the latest on Chelsea news for the time being. We'll be back again later tonight, UK time, about 9:30 p.m. UK, for all things that is latest until now, till then. And we'll recap that. Anything juicy that happens, we'll recap all of that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Only 6 more likes to 100 likes. Until next time. So yeah, and make sure you subscribe. Very close to 17,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe.